I feel like we should say that the reason we're videotaping this is so that all the comments on YouTube can tell us what we're doing wrong.
Yeah, for sure.
Because they're so much better. They probably have a lot more experience. 25 pounds of breakfast snack sticks, 5 pounds of maple breakfast, 25 pounds of chorizo, 50 pounds Italian, 25 pounds of prairie sage blend breakfast, 25 pounds of hot breakfast, 25 pounds of original Mountain Man blend breakfast, and 25 pounds of Polish. So we got a lot of sausage to do. I think we have more meat than we do seasoning, so we'll knock that out.
So wait, how much venison do you think we have?
Huh?
How much venison do you think we have?
Right now we probably have 80 pounds ground up, and we have a lot left. I would say we have upwards of 200 pounds of deer meat, maybe 300 pounds. But I have liners for each one so that we can easily fill a bag with 20 pounds of meat, pull the liner out, take it to the grinder. So we just got to find a rhythm here. I feel like once we get started, we'll figure it out.
Note to self, get meat out sooner than 24 hours before.
48 hours.
48.
Because we're looking at 24 hours, yeah.
24 hours did not cut it.
Just big enough to get into the grinder. I would say 1 by 1.
Yeah, 1 by 1.
Even 2 by 2 might even be good. That's perfect right there. Okay. Yeah.
Knock her out. This is chopping real nice.
I'm so glad I got that cleaver. It was $9 on Amazon.
Dude, pork fat is like, if that stuff starts to thaw, you will know it instantly, and you will hate everything about working with it.
This one's good. Soft.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
It's perfect right now.
I took that out of the freezer like an hour ago.
Just go to here.
Well, right.
Up front, so it's not like messing.
But the motor. Ryan blew his up.
The KitchenAid?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Right? Right was a KitchenAid you blew up, right, Ryan?
Yeah. But it wasn't because I wasn't using it right. I didn't take out the second die. I was storing both dies in it because I didn't want to lose it, and I didn't realize it until I forced too much meat through it and blew the transmission out in it.
So that thing moves while you grind?
Yeah, not the safest.
That's super fun.
There's one for the good guys.
Osage. Noses. Yeah, there you go. Oh yeah. Pork fat. That looks like it's grinding pretty well, actually.
It's doing a lot better in this one. That's how much he made.
Oh yeah.
In the other grinder.
In the KitchenAid?
Yeah. I literally think it's just because of the plunger. This would not be working if I didn't have a plunger that fits the whole tube.
A full diameter plunge.
I don't ever wanna go to sleep.
It was inevitable.
I just wanna keep on grooving. I think I might skip grinding the fat.
Skip grinding the fat?
Yeah.
It's already ground.
Well, I mean, that bag. I don't know. Because then it's so hard to get it. It just turns into a big ball. Because it's still too soft. Even though it's been in the freezer the whole time.
So would you just like grind it when you
So I'm thinking we just take big chunks like that, or maybe we cube that up smaller, then stick it in there, and mix it with the seasoning, and then when it goes through the grinder like that anyways.
Okay. Yeah. So it still goes through the grinder at some point.
I feel like I'm just doing too many steps. I just can't figure out which one I need to skip.
I think grinding the fat is probably a good one.
On the chorizo, I like these limb bags because they actually got a 1 pound mark on there.
They're so well labeled. I'm so impressed. All the labels on the ones we did last time just
Well, we labeled it after we put meat in it, and that was the first mistake. And the second mistake was tape instead of hog rings. These hog rings are the shit. All those are hog ringed already. All the hot breakfast.
Ooh. Oh, look at that. It's so professional.
This here is going to be our infinity sausage tub.
Infinity sausage?
Yeah, so like, if it's not enough to fill a bag, we'll just keep putting it in there and we'll mix it all together.
All the seasonings. Yeah, get in there, nice and deep like.
Basically trying to get the fat mixed in as evenly as I can. And then I add the seasoning, mix that up the best I can, and then run it through the grinder. And then we'll use the stuffer to bag them up. But honestly, the way I like the way that looks so good that we might just bag them up just like that. Maybe I just maybe that's a step I skip. Is instead of just grinding that into a pile and then using the stuffer, we put the bag stuffer attachment on there with that grinding attachment, and it's just getting ground right into a bag.
That does look really good over there.
Right? Like, I don't think that needs to be mixed up anymore. That was good.
No. Oh, and I see what you're saying. So this just is like...
That's already mixed with fat and seasoning by hand, and then he's just pushing that through the grinder. I mean, really, we could probably put that bagger attachment on it the way it is right there.
Yeah, because it doesn't actually mix the fat. Like, the fat sits into big globs in there.
It is right now, but you got to put it through that grinder to get it.
Right. So why grind the fat before you mix it in?
Right.
Because it's not going to mix right anyway by hand.
This is why I like beef fat. Pork fat is a pain in the ass.
But it tastes so good.
Yeah, just got to figure it out.
And we had lots of free pork fat.
YouTube comments will help us figure out what we're doing wrong.
Yeah. Yeah. As always. That's what the YouTube comments are for. Tell us where we did everything wrong. At least we're not using broadheads to cut the meat, so.
Not yet. This is the next thing we need to improve. I'm really impressed with that cheap-ass grinder still kicking it, but I need to get a 25-pound bag stuffer.
Yeah, if we're doing 25-pound batches, that would make sense.
It'd be so much easier.
I also think I would not be leaving quite as much meat attached to the bone next year, personally.
Just getting it cubed up and ready to go, so we're not doing all this shit.
At least deboning it, because the stuff that you had that was deboned was actually pretty decent.
Yeah.
The stuff that's on the bone has been the bottleneck when we're cutting. Does that have water in it yet?
Yeah.
But we're almost done cutting, so... It's Polish. With cheese. I think Nick was done cutting about 45 minutes ago.
That's 20. Still, I need some fat. Gotta get called up. All right, so what do we got here? We got 75 pounds of meat so far. 75 pounds bagged so far. Good game.
About 50 right here.
Yeah, there's 20 right there. I think it's gonna work out pretty good. I think we're gonna have just enough bags. For what?
I told her we all did.
No, it's her own damn fault. It's literally been planned for how long? What do you mean? What do you mean you can be gone all day? What do you mean you said this is gonna happen 2 months ago? What do you mean you scheduled this in November?
I see it like just another day of me going to work. She's home.
We're not over here having fun. We're fucking working.
This is the hardest I've worked in a very long time.
Do you want fucking sausage? Do you want sausage or not?
We're feeding the family, okay?
So sausage party is mostly over. Oh, my back hurts, dude.
Yeah, my back hurts, my feet hurt. I'm hungry. So what do? 175 pounds
Yeah.
of sausage.
Plus like another 50 pounds of ground.
We ground about, 50 pounds that we didn't do anything with because it's ran out of time.
I'm hungry. I could eat. That's the thing about like when you process meat all day, you're always hungry when you're done. And it feels weird because you've been
To make it worse,
Yeah.
we spent all this time processing all this meat so
And
that
you can't eat any of it.
Well, to make it worse, I'm gonna get a Big Mac on the way home. Yep, so next year, a new grinder,
Meat grinder for sure.
a 25-pound stuffer.
25-pound stuffer.
I don't even know that it needs to be electric.
No,
No? Right?
I don't think so. Less bone-in meat.
Huh?
Less bone-in meat.
Smaller chunks of pork fat.
Hey, the pork fat was free,
Yeah.
so
So is the deer meat.
yeah. That's always a weird statement when it comes to deer meat. It's like, is it free or did it take a massive amount of time and money to procure? I still got to figure out what to do with those other shoulders I have. Whew. Well, I think that wraps up the sausage party. I'm beat.
Here come the comments.
Tell us what we did wrong, which probably was a lot.
It'd probably be easier if you tell us what we did right.